India is going to launch Chandrayaan 3, which costs 615 crores, and this is going to be the most difficult mission of ISRO till date. In 2019, when Chandrayaan 2 was launched, people started asking this question: why is it so important to spend money on ISRO? There is so much poverty in the country. First solve it. What difference does it make to India? Let's find out in today's video why India wants to go to the moon for the third time. What have we learned from our previous mistakes and how have we improved? What are the objectives of the Chandrayaan 3 mission and what will we achieve from them? And what difference does it make to us from the India space program? Space is my favorite subject and I love to share India's space journey with you. Chapter 1. Why is Chandrayaan important? Chandrayaan is not only important for India's space program but also for India's economy. Why? Let's find out. Often when we watch a space documentary, we feel that the moon is not far from the Earth. But the truth is that the distance between the moon and the Earth is so far that all the planets in our solar system will fit in between. The moon is very far, which we have explained in this video. The moon is not just a satellite, but a geopolitical milestone. When we talk about moon landing, we see these images of Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. But very few people know that USSR had reached the moon before America, with Lunar 2, 10 years before Apollo 11 mission. Of course, Russia has never sent humans to the moon, but they were the first to reach the moon. There are only 3 countries in the world that have done soft landing on the moon: America, Russia and China. Soft landing means safe landing. That means spacecraft is safe after landing. This soft landing is very important. Because once we have proved that ISRO can do soft landing, then we can take important international space projects. The work that NASA is doing today and is earning money, we can do the same. In 2008, we did reach the moon through Chandrayaan 1. But it was a moon impact probe that did a hard landing. 4 years ago, Chandrayaan 2's main objective was to do a soft landing on the moon. Chandrayaan's launch was successful. In fact, we successfully completed the mission, but while landing, we were only half a kilometer away from the surface. Due to a software glitch, we were not able to land. The plan was that Vikram rover will study the surface of the moon for 14 days and will send the information to us. But due to the failure of communication devices, the mission was left incomplete. Now Chandrayaan 3 wants to rectify these mistakes. And this is a golden opportunity for India to show our improved technology to the world. We will learn all these improvements in Chapter 2. There is one special thing about Chandrayaan 3 and that is its landing location. Earth and Moon are in a one-sided relationship. You must be aware that Moon is tidally locked to Earth. Meaning that only one side of Moon is visible to Earth and not the other side. 41% of the Earth's surface. Similarly, there are large craters in the south pole of the Moon where sunlight has not reached for billions of years. By studying these craters, we can get important information about the origins of our solar system. It is believed that these craters may have hidden water, not just a little, but 100 million tons of water. At the same time, there are essential resources like hydrogen, ammonia, methane, sodium, mercury, silver are essential resources. This location can be an important stop for the upcoming space missions. What are the improvements in Chandrayaan 2 and Chandrayaan 3? There are 5 points and let's understand each one of them. In the 2019 mission, our payload was a little more complex where there were 3 main components: lander, rover and orbiter. In the 2023 mission, our payload has been simplified and here only lander and rover are there. In 2019, our orbiter completed its mission. So, this time, there was no need to include the orbiter. 2. Powerful lander team of Chandrayaan 3 has learnt important lessons from mistakes of Chandrayaan 2. Our lander's legs are made stronger so that it can better resist and survive the impact. Earlier our engine was not that powerful, so it could not reduce its speed at the right time before landing. And it fell down exactly 750 meters from the spot where it was to land. Now our lander's engine capacity has been increased. At the same time, a hazard detection system has also been added. Number 3. Instruments. Moon becomes a great platform to study the Earth. With this, we can collect data about our Earth and plan future missions. They can be used not only for weather pattern detection, but also for the study of exoplanets. In Chandrayaan 3, a tool called SHAPE, i.e. spectropolarimetry of habitable planet Earth is going to be used. With this, we can read the Earth's data and find the habitable exoplanets outside our solar system. Number 4. Launch vehicle. Chandrayaan-3 launch is important for another reason. And that is LVM-3 launch vehicle, which has the capacity to carry 30% more weight than our first GSLV Mark II launch vehicle. In simple words, the success of this launch vehicle is also important for India, because we can send heavier payloads to space and prove this to the world. Number 5 is cost. We launched Chandrayaan-2 in around 870 crores. By the way, this cost is 3 times less than Avengers Endgame. But now we have become more efficient. And Chandrayaan-3's total budget is going to be around 615 crores. This is proof of our increasing efficiency. Chapter 3 is this row a waste of money? When India launched Mangalyaan, New York Times published this cartoon and made fun of us. Why don't such cartoons be made about China? Isn't China poor? Why don't such cartoons be made about UAE? Is UAE perfect? India is a rising country. India is a democracy and still it is playing an important role in sectors like space. Maybe some Westerners can't digest this. Then they ask such a question: can India afford a space program? Let's ask a simple question: how much do we spend on our space program every year? Satish Dhawan sir knew that ISRO's budgets would be questioned. That's why when he became the chief of ISRO, he used to take only 1 rupee as salary. And ISRO carries the legacy of this efficiency. Look at this chart. We have been increasing our space program budget consistently for the last 20 years. That's a fact. But this is only 0.8% of our GDP. To put things in perspective, we spend 36,000 crores to run our postal services. But what do we get in this money? Our friendly neighbor China gets eyes to keep an eye on. China is so attached to India that it keeps sending its people to Arunachal and Ladakh. It makes such settlements there. And slowly, with the onion slicing method, it steals small parts of India. But the information of this is conveyed to our security by ISRO satellites. More than 10 surveillance satellites observe the naval activities of China. When Fani cyclone came in 2019, ISRO satellites gave us warnings while we were on time. Warnings. Due to the information of these satellites, 11.5 lakh people from Orissa were safely evacuated. Today, Orissa has become number 1 in disaster management. And the United Nations also advises other countries to learn Orissa's disaster management model. ISRO gives us data by studying our geography. We can use this data to give guidance to farmers. Earthquakes, cyclones, floods information can be more prepared and less likely to suffer losses. And all this is possible because of our satellites. ISRO's budget is 15 times less than NASA's. And in such a small budget, ISRO's scientists make our lives better. And not just for us, ISRO also launches satellites for foreign countries. And earns money from it. Till date, we have launched 239 satellites for 28 countries. The world believes in India's talent and efficiency. This is a matter of pride for us. Space has become a multi-billion-dollar industry. And through Chandrayaan-3, we can use rare metals and minerals hidden on the moon for the future of humanity. In the beginning of the video, we said that ISRO is also important for India's economy. Recently, India has seen a huge boost in space startups. And this top is encouraging and guiding space startups. Because the satellite launching industry has become a $13 billion industry. And in the next 5 years, it will be $24 billion. If we can capture 20% of this industry, we can bring 10 times more money to India than our space budget every year. He is known as the father of Indian space program. When Nehruji told Vikram Sarabhai that India is a poor country, we have many social problems, we can't afford a space program. So Sarabhai told him that we are a poor country, we have many social problems, that's why we need a space program is needed. This is the vision that is taking ISRO to new heights. Where other countries use space for weaponization, we use space to make humanity better.